Good morning, guys. Hope you're having a happy day. Um, basically, um, I'm recording this one. It's posted on Sunday. I recorded it Saturday mainly because we had all the stars on the beach, and I couldn't quite remember if they wash up on the shore the next day you play or the next day only. So here we are. Um, but hello, everyone. This is Tom Nook. It's 9:25. That way you know exactly why it says the date that it says. Today's news. He seems kind of sad. Oh, we gained a new neighbor today. Carrie, the kangaroo. Get it? Because she carries her baby. Ah, if you haven't seen her, please give her a warm welcome. And yeah, that's pretty great. Our final announcement today for all you Dewey loving island residents out there, I have a very special announcement. Dewey veterans can now take part in special customization workshop I'm hosting. TLDR, basically, you talk to Nook for this thing. You just learn how to customize items. Um, a lot of different furniture can be customized. Pretty simple. You need the DIY work kit that they sell at the shop. Um, some of these simpler furniture options that you have can be customized either with a design that you create yourself or with a lot of the designs that they have. You get those later on. You can unlock more from befriending. I can never remember if it's Mabel or Sable. I think it's Sable, the quiet sister that we don't have yet. But yeah, she has a lot more designs that we'll be able to get. So what we'll do is as we progress with the island, we'll be able to unlock these things and kind of, get some more options and get a little simple house looking pretty good. So that's where we're at. So today's stuff, bare minimum, we just need to water our potatoes and our flowers, see if they crossbreed or anything like that. Gather all of our star fragments that would have landed on the beach. And we also have a special guest on our island today. Also forgot to mention we get to pay off our debt. So later on, we will have um, a bigger house, which means more storage. In case you missed the stream a couple nights ago, we basically what's it called? We were swimming in the ocean for quite a while and got a lot of money from that. And yeah, it's pretty much just been a good day. Nook mileage, esteemed Chris, we wish to express our gratitude for the continued use of the Nook Stop and the Nook mileage program. The item you claimed via our redemption service is attached to this message. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't remember claiming anything, but I actually did claim things. So that is yeah. So we got a song. We can't play the song. We don't have a radio yet, but we did get some clothes and whatnot for us to wear. So basically, what we're going to wear right now, we'll change up our outfit real quick. We're gonna put on our blouson. Put on these. We'll wear the sweatpants for now. Yeah, sweatpants are fine. And we also get a hat too to cover up our hair. So bada boom, we look a little bit more professional, right? So let's water these potatoes and flowers. Actually, in hindsight, I don't even think I'm supposed to water the the roses, but we will just in case. We have one red rose, two white roses, and two yellow roses. And we're hoping to get orange roses and pink roses once they're fully grown. So we'll see how well that goes. Over here, our pansies did not cross pollinate, so we still have some more work to go with these guys, but it's cool. I enjoy it. In case you missed the stream, we also built, in addition to planting these things, we also have this cute little garden area where we can take care of them. What I need to do is probably get rid of this little campfire, but oh well, it stays for now. But cool. So let's gather some more materials as we do. Actually, we'll save gathering materials for the end. We want to make sure we get through all the stuff as well. Mainly, what I feel when it comes to gathering these materials is kind of want to make sure that you guys know more or less. Like as long as you do it on camera, you don't have to worry about all this. But what I might do one day is just do a supercut where like I'll record all these things like off camera, but like on camera but off camera, and just be like, don't worry guys, I actually did all the work, and we'll upload a compilation of all the all the trees I axed, all the stones I shuffled, and all this stuff. But so Walker's not here yet. Let's check our little coconut trees, see if they're growing, if they need to be taken care of. And we got a message in the bottle. What do we got here? To the reader of this message, I was cleaning and found this Dewey recipe written on a piece of paper that I'd used as a bookmark. I didn't want to waste a good idea, so now I'm sharing this with you. Try it if you have the materials. Wishing you well, Peaches. And we got a log bench. Whoop, 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 whoop. I noticed I have another DIY. Oh. You know, when you don't have any DIYs, ooh, we got a Virgo fragment. That's really good. When you don't have any materials or DIYs, like you're so early in the game, there's so many DIYs that you don't have yet, and you're getting repeat DIYs or duplicates. It's kind of salt in the wounds, if you will, especially considering that they added a lot more DIYs into the game. So it's like, wow. Casual materialist. What is this for? Furniture. Okay, cool. So we found 3. I believe you get 10 at a time, then more will wash up. I can't remember how many times we actually successfully wished on the stars during the stream. I know that it was kind of here and there. I think it might have been less than 10. Could have been more than 10, but we'll just keep running along. We'll find out that we have most of them on the other side. And I forgot to say hi to Carrie. That's a bit of an oof, but we'll see. We'll find her. We got a big one too, and we got a crazy Red over here. Hello, Red. How's it going? Well, well. You from around here? Hi, the name's Red. I work in sales. And you are? Chris. What a great name. Intelligent. Strong. Actually, I feel like you probably have like a Trumpian accent. What a great name. Intelligent. Strong. I can already tell we're going to be pals. No, not pals. Family. Chris, it's a pleasure to meet you, Chris. Hey, would you mind if I ran an idea by you? So, New Anima wants art, and I got art to sell. Might be something to this, but I couldn't sell to just anybody. I need someone I could trust completely, as if they were family. You get what I'm saying? And since we're basically cousins, and because I know you've got an eye for quality, I want it to be you. Want to look at a few things? I've got both art and furniture. Plus, you get my cousin's discount. You in? Seems kind of sketchy. I'm hurt. There's nothing sketchy about this. I can prove it. I've got my boat anchored off the northern shore, and I'm almost done fixing the leaks. Long story. Come and have a look at what I'm selling. You won't regret it. Something ain't right about that. I was about to call him a raccoon. Wow. We got another visitor on our island. Say hello to Harv, who I'm quite certain doesn't have a Trumpian accent. Hey, yeah. Hey, you live on this island? Thought so. I'm from, like, the next island over. My name's Harvey. Glad to meet you, friend. You can call me Harv if you want. Wonder why no one ever does that. Is the they part of just, like, fun to say? Sorry, I get a bit sidetracked there. I came here for a reason. Give me a minute. I don't remember why. Oh, got it. I keep hearing about this island and how much folks dig the scene here, so I thought I'd check it out. I want to start this far out artist collective, and I'm looking for ideas. So, what's the deal? I heard that this place was deserted, like literally a deserted island. You the honcho that put this place at the head of the class? Wait, This soul noodle just had a casserole of an idea. You should visit my island. Like, just hit the airport and tell them you want to go to Harv's Island. That's the name of my pad. You're Ruby, right? Anyway, nice jawing with you. I'm gonna stroll around and see what makes new animal tick. Well, there we go. We have access to that, which means we have more consistent access to Leaf, as well as, Red will be there as well, along with, I believe, Kix is there, which is really useful for finding new shoes and whatnot, too. There are so many seashells. What is this? If my pockets weren't darn near full, I'd grab all these seashells right here. That's a perfect line of them. We picked up 12 star fragments. That might be all of them. I don't know. We can check later on a little bit. But pretty dope. So we don't have a lot of storage. Actually, what we'll do real quick is we're going to go talk to Nook and pay off our debt. And then we're going to say hi to Carrie. Oh, great. What do you want? Ah, Chris. Hello, hello. As you might have heard on today's broadcast, I now offer a new customization workshop on customization. Whoops. Anyway, I already told you guys more or less about that. The money's not in my... Oh, but I can pay him from... Oh, I forgot that I need to... I can pay it from here. So just go into the bank, gain a little bit of stuff, yada yada, wada wada. Go to the ABD, loan payment, from savings, full amount, and we are done. Jordanzo. Congratulations, guys. We've paid off our first actual financial debt, not having to use Nook Miles, like the first one. Basically, I'm broke also, though, so I'd rather have all the money on me rather than in here, so... There we go. Cool beans. Now let's talk to Nook, see what he has going on, Mr. Nook the Crook. Why, hello there. I must offer hearty congratulations. You paid your loan in full. I expect nothing less from my chief slave, of course. But such a milestone is certainly cause for celebration. I suppose they're also a good time to take stock and reflect. Yes, yes. I'm sure your home is quite comfy in its current configuration, but hear me out. What if it could be bigger? Oh, yeah. You can smell what I'm stepping in. I assure you that it can, indeed, be bigger. A bigger home means more space for furniture. And more storage, too. And now that I've introduced some possibilities, I'll just leave it at that. You sly dog, you. Please do come by. Yeah, whatever. Here. I'm going to be in debt to you for a while, so please just make it bigger. I don't care about the size of the house. I care about the size of the storage. Please just... My pockets, they're full. Oh, that's all you want? Just doubling the debt? 198,000 bells? Pocket change. I got that one. Okay, I don't have that one. I'll need to work on it, but we'll get there. Color of the roof? Green, as always, obviously. I only want a green roof. I wish it would be in the first ones. I actually probably could use, like, a different color roof later on, but, like... When it comes to like early on, I just like it because I like the natural look. Oh, cool. It's responsible bill payer. I like it looking like how a regular house would be, more or less kind of like the brown with or not like a house, but like how a tree is. Yo, what's up? Hey, Chris, have a minute? Check it out. Someone around jumping at 8,851, I get this sense of total clarity and purpose. And I had an idea. You met Carrie, right? No, I actually haven't met her. Anyway, that's the one who just moved here. Well, if we get enough hyper athletes like that to move here, we could start our own step aerobics team. I don't think she's a hyper athlete, bro. She just had a kid. Or just have a bunch of cool workout buddies to hang out with. Either way, Squirt. So, my idea was to stick decorations around, and then we can attract some First round neighboring talent, y'all. I pitched this to Renee, and we both agreed. It should be you who throws out the inaugural first decoration. Ta-da! Your springy ride on. So, your call. Game on. Okay, thank you. Yeah, fantastic. Springy ride. That is so funny. Like, it's funny to me because on my other island, one of the decorations I use for Renee literally was springy ride-ons. Like, because she's a horse, right? Um, I it just seems like it was appropriate, but there you go. They want me to put it down. I put it down. I hope they enjoy. Anyway, so let's see if we can cheat the system a bit. I don't know if this will work, but we'll see. Basically, you pick that out. Ta-ta. And I think there's enough room. So what we'll do is we're going to put this away. Then we're going to get out the... Is it only 10,000 bells we can take out? Alright, we'll take out 10,000 bells for now. And then we'll just bury it in the hole. And in theory, in a few days, it'll grow into a tree that's worth 3 times as much as what you buried. I think. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how it goes. Our pockets are kind of full. I don't know if we have room in our storage, though, for stuff. I've been encouraged to sell my weeds, which I might do that just because we need the room. Maybe. Well, I kind of don't want to sell my weeds, but I also need... Okay, I guess technically I don't need to have this many weeds. Probably a good call, right? But what we'll do in the meantime is we're just going to put these away. We'll take care of the weeds in a bit. But first, let's go say hi to Carrie and see how she's doing. I can't help it. I want to pick this weed I seen over here. There's a bag over here. Got the bag. Lost item. I should try to... So, something I did not realize for like 5 years in playing this game. You can go look at these items and investigate them. And it says, someone lost this. Okay. My bad, guys. Later on, what you're able to do with these is, like, they give you a description of the kind of person who had it. Hey, Carrie. Look who's here, checking in on me before I'm even finished unpacking. As of today, I can start saying that I'm from New Animal 2. Cool beans, cool beans. Welcome, welcome. So, we got to say that we said hi to her. Give us a little wave. But they give you a description of the person, or of the item that you found, and that helps you figure out who it actually goes to. So, like, if it was, like, at a description, like, the owner was, like, kind of a jock character, you would know that it probably belonged to Biff. If it was a character who was more sisterly, like, kind of like in that vibe, you know that it belongs to Renee, and so on and so forth. It's easier to just kind of figure that out rather than having to go talk to literally, well, not every animal. You talk to one animal, and they always tell you who actually owns it. In this case, either Biff owns this or Renee owns this, and Biff's going to tell me that it's Renee's. Apparently, Biff found it, so I don't know if it actually was Biff's or it's just like programmed to be the first time you find a lost item, so it goes to the first person you give it to, which makes life a little bit easier. I don't know, maybe. But what we're going to do next is we're going to come over here and make some room in our pockets by selling these weeds that we have on us. Weeds as in, you know, the things you don't want in your garden. I'm not a drug dealer. Trust me. Please trust me. Ooh, I kind of like that coffee mug, though. But for now, we're just going to sell the weeds and the tiger beetle, more weeds, and that should be it. I've been advised to save the DIYs, so we will save the DIY. I think I have enough tiger beetles now to make a model whenever we finally get CJ on the island, or not CJ. I mean, technically, yeah, it's not CJ. Ah, Flick, that's who it is. When Flick visits us, we should have enough. So cool, cool. So we need to talk to Renee. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize you actually gain miles for selling these weeds. I thought, I never really sell my weeds, so I didn't know. Now that I know, I'm like, oh my goodness. Do you still get it if you sell them to what's his face though? Um, what's his name? Leaf. If you sell them to Leaf, does that count also? Because Lord knows, I have like a whole bunch. Oh, our very first time actually seeing somebody making a DIY. So ask her what she's doing. She's making a DIY iron garden table. And cool. Something I hate that happens in this game is if the animal is making a DIY that you don't currently own, then you get the option on whether or not you take it from them or not. If they're making a DIY that you do own, they don't give you an option on whether you take it or not, and then you just have like an extra DIY just laying around, and you're like, cool, fantastic, thanks. Cool. So next things next, what we should probably I don't know if we missed this star or if they're just washing up on shore, but what we'll do is we're gonna run back up this way and double check to see if there's any stars up here. If there's no stars up here, we're gonna run back down and we're going to sweep around the entire coast till we get to the opposite end. That's where my crazy red should be stuck up. Which should we call him Crazy Red? Is that mean? Should we call him crazy? Is he crazy? Has he been diagnosed as crazy? Is that ableism on my behalf? Calling him crazy? Is it my fault that I call him crazy if that's just what everybody calls him? I mean, obviously it is. I'm responsible for my words, but like, what has he done to establish himself as crazy? Perhaps I should get to know him better before I just come to the assumption that he might be a crazy person. You know what I mean? Like, what if he's not the crazy one? What if he's the sane one and we're the crazy one, or everybody else are the crazy ones for just assuming that he was crazy? Crazy, right? Found 4 more star fragments. That's also crazy, but he should. Wow. Okay, map. Tell me where he's at. You're joking. Oh no. Okay. Wow, he is like so inconvenient to get to. Like 100%. Like I may have had like made a mistake in setting this thing up. But good news is it really emphasizes how sketchy this old boy is. But here we go, our first time over here. So what does he sell? I believe he sells his main thing is he sells artwork, and you only get one per visit. It always is the same cost. It was like 40, 49, 80 or something like that. But the catch is it might be fake. So there are ways to tell if it's fake or not. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to try to see if his stuff is fake or not. So in this case, it says if she has high eyebrows, then this one's fake. So if she doesn't have high eyebrows, oh, there you go. This one is indeed the real deal. So, as our first piece of artwork that we're going to get on our new playthrough, we're going to get the real deal Mona Lisa. Now, the cool thing, the other thing is he doesn't give it to you immediately, because of course, if he accidentally sells you a fake one, he makes sure that he ships it to you the next day rather than you um, finding him out the day of. So, but cool. Our first piece of art that we're going to donate to our museum will be the Mona Lisa. Fun fact about the Mona Lisa: it was stolen at one point, and one of the primary suspects that they accused of stealing the Mona Lisa while it was missing was actually Pablo Picasso. And I had no idea that like he's like a related to the like. I didn't know that the Mona Lisa had been stolen, and B, I didn't know that Pablo Picasso was even around at the time to have been a suspect to steal it. Like, I guess in hindsight, Picasso is an Italian-sounding name, but I guess like I just naturally assumed that he wasn't Italian. I guess. Do we have room in our pockets to? Okay, that fills our pockets up. I like how you have to put the shovel away in order to access your storage, but you don't need to put the shovel away to oh, you don't need to put the ladder away to access your storage. Grab some more weeds. Our pockets are full and it says we can put 5 items away currently, so weeds aren't worth all that much, but it's can we just put something away again? Like if we okay, yeah, we can. So we'll put these away also. Grab some stuff out. Just trying to create room in our pockets. We'll keep 2.5 stacks of weeds. I think that should be enough in case we actually need them for any type of DIY. And it also clears up our pockets so that we don't have to have like all these things on us. So, boom, that's perfect. And we now have a lot of room in our pockets too, so we can also grab other things. So let's hit the rest of our rocks real quick. See if we can find some gold. We don't need it just yet, but it's like on this list of things that like you should do these things every single day to gather these resources, because you never know when you need like stones, especially. Like there are things that I like to build with stones. Like there's like a stone arch and stuff like that, and when they ask you for like 90 stones, it's just kind of embarrassing when you have 0 stone like on you. So it's definitely a good thing to have, amongst all the other things as well. So there's that. Was it over here? It was not over here. This is a different rock, so we can hit this one too. Oh yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I want to hit these. So mind you, 200,000 bells is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. It's easy to get to. Like mind you, we're already 20% of the way there with our current pockets, so that's pretty good. But we'll be able to get there inch by inch closer by actually just doing things like hitting the rocks and all that stuff. I'm not sure who's going to be the next animal to visit, come live on our island. Not visit, but live on our island. Since we have Carrie came first because she actually was here, even though I put her on plot number 3. Yeah, put her on plot 3. So I don't know why they put her over there. Maybe it's going to go 3, 2, 1. If that's the case, then this animal over here is Bubbles. Will be our next animal who's going to move in. And then the last one would be Walker. Bubbles, I'm not entirely a big fan of, now that I actually seen like what she is. But, you know, it always seems to be the case that you end up getting animals that you ship together. And in this case, my first two animals were Renee the horse and Biff the hippo, and Bubbles is a female hippo. So, the headcanon is um, Biff and Bubbles are going to be an unofficial couple, I guess would be the way to put it. But, not too bad, kind of cute, until one of them gets voted off the island, and then it's like, okay. I'm not entirely certain when we're going to do that. Maybe we'll start doing that later on when we get to maybe I don't know if we'll start it as a reward for um, getting to a certain growth with the channel or something like that. I'm not entirely certain at what point I want to start doing that, but that is the thing I'm going to start implementing. Is when we get all the animals on the island, we're going to get a point where we can start voting animals off. So basically, I'll do a poll every month or so where I just kind of ask you guys, the audience, which animal should go, and also because my wife helps me with the amiibos, we will be able to get. That was a weed, right? Okay, it was a weed. Basically, any animal we want. So when I ask which animal do you think should move on to the island, it's not a matter of when we find them. It's just we just find them. We just have them already. One animal I do want to put on the island personally is Julian. The reasoning for that has nothing to do with any emotional attachment to him as an individual. Like I don't have any memories of Julian outside of my brother-in-law gave me a Lego set from Animal Crossing last year or the year before, and it was Julian's birthday set. And because I never actually dealt with him, and now I have this little Julian that lives in my area. It's like, okay, cool. Maybe I should actually have him on my island at some point in time. That'd be kind of cool. So we'll see if we can do that. That's my personal thing. I'd like to have him there, but I'm also leery of what everybody else might want. I'm not trying to, it's supposed to be in theory a random weeds hiding back over here too. It's like a group experience. We all get to enjoy this island experience together, and I'm definitely all eyes and ears listening to what people might think would be cool neighbors to have. So, I might have him be one of the 5 who come. What I might do is just 5 random animals, or maybe what we'll do first is when we get to a certain point, I will ask what animals everybody else might want to come onto the island, or something along those lines, or maybe I'll ask vague questions would you guys like to see this kind of an animal, or maybe this specific animal, stuff like that. We'll see. Yeah, I can't reach that, and I'm not gonna bother with it. I need another fossil. I find it strange I haven't found a fossil. What I also need to do is sell all these weeds that are in my pocket, so probably do that. And what we might do on the next episode is we'll go visit Harv's Island for the first time. That way we can actually see Leaf and all the other types of animals and whatnot. Something else I might do, I'm not entirely certain how to feel about shorts, but what I might do is start doing shorts for this playthrough, where basically what I'm going to do is let you guys know that if an animal visits, like if I play this day on an off day, yeah, it's not a whole bunch for all that weeds. If we have an animal visit and it's not on an upload day, I can show you guys in a short, maybe just a short version, what did they have for sale or what the interaction was. That way I can keep going, just minimalize what we do in the time off. Maybe I'll just have a special setup where I tell you exactly what we got from the rocks too. Or I can just not do any of that stuff. Man, another star fragment. I can't remember how many wishes we did. So now it's just like I don't know how many we have, um, how many more that we have. I do know that there's a butt ton of seashells here, and I want all these seashells. I can't use them yet. I mean, I can technically use them for a DIY, but I'm not in a hurry to do that. It's more beneficial for me to sell them currently rather than use them for a DIY. And then later on, when I'm ready for it, I can actually, what's it called? Use them otherwise. Words? I'm having a hard time talking, thinking, saying stuff. But what we're going to do, we're just going to finish up today. We're going to just do one more sweep of the beach. We're going to grab all these seashells that we have going on over here. Got a little butterfly in our garden. And then, yeah, that'll pretty much be it. So it looks like we're going to keep getting neighbors as these days progress. Carrie will be out and about as of tomorrow. And we will have a new neighbor. So I don't know if it's going to be Bubbles or Walker. Those are the ones that are currently on the docket for our new neighbors. Oh yeah, see another big old star all the way up here. We don't have any DIYs that use them just yet, but we will have access to them quite soon. I really feel like there should be like another. Forgot to turn around. Another fossil buried up here or something like that. Definitely, what we need to do is get to the point where we can have a what's it called? Inclines and whatnot, so that we can actually connect. Because obviously, like we can't do it just yet with our current setup. We don't have enough. Like we're not at the post game yet, which feels weird to say there's a post game in Animal Crossing, considering it literally is just a game that never ends. But once we get to the air quotes post game, then we'll be able to do the terraforming and actually start moving stuff around. But in the meantime, it's been a great go. We watered our stuff, hit our rocks, fantastic. Gathered a whole bunch of materials that we have now. Let's go put those away right quick. But thank you guys for. Oh, I can't put stuff in my storage. Okay, gotcha. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's been a nice little catch up. Obviously, catch up is like you and I catch not the duck catch up. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But I really enjoy these little episodes. Going through this little day-to-day basis. We have not caught a mantis yet, so we need to go catch that guy. See how much my fence gets in my way. Yoink. So we got a mantis. We get to donate that. Mantis in my pocket. Say hello to my mantis shrimp. Your guys are not going to be buddies because one's going to live in the museum and one's going to live in my house. Anyway, so thank you guys for hanging out today. It's been a wonderful time. Uploads are on a regular basis. We're trying to keep them going. So it'll be Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at noon is the goal. Stream's supposed to be on Friday around 7 o'clock in the evening. As I said in an update earlier, I do work a full-time job, so I may or may not be able to do that on time all the time, but I'm definitely going to strive to do that as often as I can. But in the meantime, you guys are already off to a fantastic start of this week, and it all started before the week even began. Sunday is a refresher, and I hope that you feel refreshed. I hope that all the stress from last week stays in last week, and that you can let go of that pressure and leave yourself open to the wonderful blessings that you have in store for you next week. You guys are absolutely fantastic, phenomenal, and the absolute best I have ever met. And I honestly can't wait to see you guys later. So until then, love you guys and toodles.